guys, welcome back to the She Who Lead podcast. I am Daniela Varga, your intuitive soul business coach. And today I am talking about a topic that I think is the bane of the existence for a lot of soul led entrepreneurs and just a lot of entrepreneurs altogether, which is chasing clients. And I want you to have a very new perspective of how client attraction actually works and how you can get from a point of feeling like you are literally fishing for clients into the state of people coming to you without you feeling like you have to strain yourself. Because I know how hard the client getting part of a business can be. I know that a lot of you guys may feel it as a chore. I know that for a lot of you, it is a headache right now, or feels like a headache right now, because there's never enough clients, or not the right clients, or you feel like you have to, I don't know, give too much or lower your prices to stay in the game. So there's just like so many things that goes into there. What makes us believe that connecting with clients, and I like to call that connecting with clients, is something that is hard. But in truth, when you are doing the business as your soul planned for you to do that business, connecting to clients becomes easy. It really becomes easy. It becomes natural because you are naturally attracting the people you are here to help. So, but there's a few things that goes into that to get to that place. And my goal with this podcast is that by the end of it, I want you to, I really, really want you to see that you don't need another tactic. You don't need another hack. You don't need, I don't know what type of strategy or another platform you create on, or more content or flashier content or whatever. I really want you to see that it all goes back into how you are operating, and help you see what are exactly that you need to connect with the clients in a fun and easy way, to connect with clients who are actually the best match for you. So this is my goal with this episode. So yeah, let's dive in. Okay, first things first, let's clear why you may feel that you are chasing clients. And I will just straight away dive in. That goes back into self-image and goes back into what you believe about yourself to be true, because that will dictate every step that you take and every decision that you make. And also, it will dictate how you feel while you are doing things. Let's just say you believe that you are not a good speaker. You have this trauma around speaking, around visibility. You believe that your opinion doesn't matter because maybe as a kid you were shut down, or your questions were never answered, or your views got shut down because you just couldn't have an opinion as a kid in your family. And you had a sibling who overshadowed you. There's just like so many ways we can have emotional imbalances around this. So let's say you have this emotional imbalance, this trauma around, oh, okay, so actually what I say, what I tell people, it's just not as interesting. It doesn't matter as much. That will very invisibly, but very strongly go into everything that you do in the business, because first of all, you will have this weird sense of anxiety around speaking in front of people, or you will just feel that you have to, be super loud, or you feel like you have to be super, I don't know, interesting or funny all the time, to grab people's attention, or you feel like you have to speak like super fast. That's actually a sign of feeling like you feeling like your opinion doesn't matter, like when you feel like you have to speak super fast to get out everything that you want, because it's almost like, this feeling of I can be shut down at any moment, so I have to be like super fast and tell everything that I want to tell to feel valuable. So, and it will taint everything that you do, because expression is a very big part of the creation process. So if you have this trauma, for example, and I will get into the things around, like, feeling like chasing clients, but I want you to just understand how different emotional imbalances affect your day-to-day life, especially in the business. So you have this trauma around, okay, my opinion doesn't matter. You go into performing mode, right? So you are not creating content on what excites you, on what you wanna, what you feel like people would benefit from. You may talk about the topics that you see that are trending, because again, what you believe and what excites you, you won't feel that as important and as valuable as what is trending, right? So you have this feeling of, oh, my opinion doesn't matter. So, and you have a nudge of, but I really want to share this information because I feel like it will help people. That trauma will actually block you from sharing the exact message that you should be sharing and that people need to hear, because you believe that what you have to say is not as important. So you will go to trends, you will go copying other people, you will go into, I don't know, just like doing anything but sharing your own opinion. And that is already creating a very big resistance within you, because if you would be your true self without the trauma, you would create the content, talk about the topic that you are called to talk about, and that's what your soul wants. But because of the trauma, you are going in a different direction and forcing yourself to create something that is not actually aligned with what your soul is here to do and here to express. And that is a very energetically draining place to be. It actually makes creating content a chore, because now you are not creating content based on what you want to talk about. You are always in this mode of, oh, I have to figure out my next topic, and I have to figure out the next trend, and I have to be on top of trend, because I am sharing, I am following those and piggybacking on those. So it becomes this constant grind and forcing, which isn't supposed to be. Okay, now, if I translate this to clients, getting clients, attracting clients, what usually goes into this, and the emotional imbalances that are usually behind this, are the following. And what I share here are the most common ones, but there are a couple more that can get you into the headspace, get you into the energetic state of feeling like you need to chase instead of being attractive to clients. But I am listing you the most common ones, which you will be able to just decondition if you are super. I know you are super good and super devoted to your business. So you going through these and just thinking about this, how that relates to you, will give you so much control in your business and how you get clients. I cannot even start to explain. Okay, so it will give you a very good starting point to investigate your business. That's the right way to phrase it. Okay, the first and I think the most important maybe is not feeling valuable. And when we don't feel valuable, we will feel that what we create isn't valuable, right? So how can I create something valuable if I feel like I am not valuable? It's just not how the brain works, not how the ego works, not how identities work. So you don't feel valuable. You feel like what you create isn't valuable. So that goes into whatever you create. Let it be a content, let it be a program that you do. And on the energetic side, people feel that. Like we can really, really, really feel everything. Like everything is energy, and we are just like super sensors. Like we humans are just super sensors for energy. Whether you consciously do that or not, you are sensing energy every time, all the time. And we can sense energy even in content. Like just think about the, I don't know, like think about several sales pages that you looked at, and you can just really subtly feel, if you think back, you have this subtle feeling of, oh, this sounds very good, like I resonate with it very much. You're not really resonating with the words there. Well, partly the words, but you're mainly resonating with the energy of the person who created the sales page. On the other side, when you feel like, oh, this sales page is icky, oh, this, I don't really like it, probably someone who created that sales page is like not believing in themselves, feels like that what they have to offer is not valuable enough. They feel like that what they have to offer doesn't really help, or they don't believe in that it's helping. That goes all into everything that we create. And that's the energetic side. On the physical side, what this will result in, so if you don't believe that what you have to offer is valuable, that will that will directly relate to you feeling like you cannot promote. Or when you promote, it will feel super icky. Like sales will feel super, super, super icky, because you're not rooted into the value that you're creating. So you feel like you have to convince people that what you are creating is valuable. And just think about this for a second. How can, like, you have to, you feel like you have to convince someone to buy something from you, but you don't believe that that is valuable. That will create, again, like such a resistance within you, because it almost will feel like you are forcing people to buy something. That comes from that feeling, not feeling valuable, not feeling like what you create is valuable. And anytime you try to do sales, anytime you try to promote, it will feel super weird. So as a result, it will, like, the presentation won't be as good. It won't flow naturally. It won't, you will look for words, or you will feel like you use the wrong words, or worst case scenario, you don't even promote, because you will believe that, oh, okay, I just have to give value. Again, you don't feel you have value, you don't feel like you're valuable, so you are trying to give more value in form of free content, in form of freebie, in form of free sessions, or free, I don't know what, like just giving, giving, because that's how you try to validate to yourself that actually what you are doing is valuable. Hint, it won't work. Like, it doesn't work that way. That will never, ever, ever prove to you that you are valuable, giving more. And what this will result in, so you don't have sales because you are not really selling anything, you're not really promoting your offers, and because you are giving all the time, you are giving away your energy, right? Like whatever we create, we put our energy into, and if we give it away for free, we basically give our energy away for free. Now, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't give anything for free, but if you are only giving away free things, or you feel like you are giving away things, knowledge, time, effort, free too much, then it will result in you burning out. It will result in you just being fed up with what is supposedly should give you joy, freedom, and excitement, talking about the business here. So the very thing that you created to feel better and enjoy your life better will burn you out, because of all of these that I like went through right now. And I will help you how you can shift this at the end of this episode, but I just want to get into the other ways that is making us feel like that we have to chase instead of attracting clients. Okay, so that's the number one reason usually. The second I feel a lot is that you feel like you are doing the same thing as others, which is basically meaning that you are feel like you are the 100 or 1,000 or whatever coach or artist or therapist or I don't know what I don't know. I don't know more business ideas, but like you feel like you are in a saturated market and you feel like that what you actually have to offer is not really as different as all the other people is offering. And because of that, again, like you will feel like you are just, I don't know, the 1,000 fish in the sea. So people can, when you feel like that people can get what you have to offer from 10 different places, just think about how that would affect you feeling like what you have to offer is what people need. Like you really have to believe, you really have to know, like have to be rooted into the fact that what you have to offer is essential to people. Because if you don't believe that, other people won't feel that either. Meaning, if you believe that what you have to offer is almost the same or exactly as same as what others offer, you are not really rooted into your uniqueness. And that is a whole other thing that we can go into. And I already talked about this multiple times in the podcast. So you can go back and listen to actually the previous episode. I did a very deep dive on like how uniqueness is helping you. Actually, yeah, I did exactly the episode of how uniqueness will, how rooting into your uniqueness will help you like, oh my god, what's the word, help you eliminate competition. And it does, it really does. So but when you're not seeing your uniqueness, you will feel like everyone else. And when you feel like everyone else, other people will believe that you are like everyone else. So which again results in you maybe not promoting your offers as like enthusiastically, because I don't know, you start a promotion and then the next day, obviously because the universe just works this way, you see like 3 other people popping up in your feed who are doing the exact same thing or like something very similar, or maybe even they are doing it in a more creative way that you feel like it's a more creative way that they're doing it. Boy, will that set you off. And again, like creating messages that would resonate with people, because you will be so discouraged of just like doing the work. Just remember a time, I'm sure I had a lot of those, when I was like, oh, okay, this is the best campaign and this is the best offer, this is the best promotion. And then I started to create the campaign. And obviously, because my focus was on that campaign and on the topic, anytime I opened up social media or whatever platform I was using at that point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people popped up in my feed who were doing a very similar offer that I was offering, and maybe a very similar messaging that I was offering. And in the instant, I was like, oh shit, like, why the heck do I even create this campaign? Because there are already like 3 different offers on the same thing that I want to solve. Like, for example, I don't know what I think at back that time it was like on email marketing. I did like SEO. Yeah, like when I was in my marketing business fully, like now I am doing so much more than that. But again, like I didn't really see the unique value that I was bringing with that offer. So as a result, I actually got super discouraged of even creating the campaign, which a lot of the times resulted in not even creating the campaign. And again, guess what? If you're not creating the campaign, you're not promoting, so people won't come to you, right? Like it's very hard to attract people and clients if you are not really promoting or not promoting the way you should promote. And again, I will go into what that means, because that is a very important piece of information, creating campaigns, how you should create content by your design. Oh my God. But it goes very deep. It goes into, and again, the whole process of creating a campaign will feel such a draining experience, because all you will be thinking about is, why the hell do I create this content even? Why the hell do I write this email? Why the hell do I promote this offer when there are so many other exactly the same or similar offers out there that people are actually already buying? Why would they buy from me? It brings you in a very deep spiral of doubting yourself and hating yourself, and just like, again, not really seeing the value in anything that you do. And I've been there so deep. Oh my God. Just recently I went back there, so I very much know that void of doubt and feeling like nothing, basically. So, and I was in that void for a very, very long time, like a few years back. Now I just visit occasionally. Let me say that. When I'm just like when I'm in a big up leveling, I usually go into the void again, because like I have to question everything that I did so far to be able to like let go everything that is not serving me and go to the next phase. But yeah, I'm still like popping from time to time. And that's why, actually, so going back to not seeing how you create, like a unique way, that's why actually in the coaching we focus on so much, like in my coaching process, we focus so much on rooting into the uniqueness, how you can root into your uniqueness, because I really, really see that that is one of the most essential part of building a business that doesn't really have competition, and it's fun to promote, because when you feel like you're creating something unique, you will never really look at what other people are doing, because you will know that no one else has created what you created. And that is such a freaking amazing feeling. Like, oh my God, I can't even tell you. It's an amazing feeling. So we work on that a lot, like not a lot, like very focusedly we work on that, because I really see how it can shift basically not just how you attract clients, but how much you enjoy the process of attracting clients. And that makes all the difference. We are here to enjoy business. I'm a full believer and a firm believer that we should enjoy our businesses. We should create businesses that we love, and the what we do in there should be fun and easy in a sense. Not all the time, but like it doesn't have to feel like a chore. So, or at least not all the time. So everyone has bad days. That's just what I wanted to say with that. So this is an essential puzzle piece to that. Okay, next one is when you feel like you are running out of time. And that can usually come from financial strains, which I so much understand. Like I had my fair share with, with the lack mindset and feeling like I never have enough, or I never will have enough, I cannot make money, I'm not deserving of money, I'm not worthy. Like you can list everything under the sun. I went through it in one way or another. So I can really see how, feeling like you are running out of money or you have financial responsibilities that you need to take care of puts you in the headspace of, oh my God, I have to have clients. I have to have clients because otherwise I won't have anything to eat. Which I have to say, again, with all the love that I have, in my case, wasn't ever true. So I had this belief, I had this feeling of, oh my God, if I don't make this work, if I don't get clients, then I won't have anything to eat, and then like I won't have anywhere to go, and I will have to live under a bridge. Which, looking back, was never ever true, because I have family, I have friends, I have so many things that I can go to get a job, right? Which is all true for a lot of the people, especially if you're a business owner. Like you can get a job anytime, basically. So this is again coming usually from an emotional imbalance, something with the self-image trauma that you had around money, again, around value, around what you can bring to the table. And it leads to you, again, over deliver, not even just with, the free content or the free stuff, but what you create as an offer. I did that all the time. Like, I did this humongous, like, stuff filled with so much information, which was valuable information, but on the other side, it was just so much and so overwhelming to people. There's a fine balance of creating an offer that is actually transformative, that is actually not overwhelm people, because they have to feel like it is doable. I may do like a separate episode on like how to create an offer that is actually like people want to buy. But for now, you just have to understand that, like, when you feel, again, you're strained financially and you're running out of time to get to the financial goals that you want, it will result in you over delivering, because again, you don't feel like you're valuable, so you're over deliver everything that you do, which again, a lot more time, a lot more effort, people getting overwhelmed, and that can be easily a reason that people don't buy from you, because it's just like too much for them. Also, you can get very desperate on offers and prices. So this is what usually leads to, oh my God, I have to do a sale here. Oh my God, I have to do another sale. Oh my God. And gets you into the headspace that people only buy from you when you do sales. Again, that is undermining your value. Not really good. And puts you in a place of, scrambling for income. Because when you only make sales when you do, sales, then it will prove to your subconscious that you're not as valuable as you believed to be true, which is, again, not a thing that we want to do for ourselves. And also, again, with this desperate promotions, desperate offers, that's why, like, oh my God, I have to create another offer. They are not buying this offer, so I have to create another one. Oh, they don't buy that either, then I have to create a third one. So it gets you into this loop of, again, creating something new, because you were made to believe that something that we create has to work for the first time, which is not true. Oh, again, I really need to do an episode about offers, which I will do. But yeah, so it again gets you in a very bad loop. And something also super important is that when you desperately want something, when you feel like you have to have something, like, I have to have clients because my life depends on it. I need clients because I don't have the income. Like, I need. That energy is only creating more need in your life, right? So we are not creating with our thoughts, we are creating with our emotions. And if you feel like you don't have enough, you will create situations when you don't have enough. When you feel like you don't have enough clients, you will create situations when you don't have enough clients, right? People not buying your stuff, people canceling on you, however that manifests. Also, with the law of opposing forces, which basically states that everything in this universe has to be in balance, and it has to be opposing forces that keep this balance. So basically, you wanting something very bad, wanting a lot of clients, will result in those clients actually not wanting you, because for the amount of want in this universe has to be an equal amount of not want in the universe. That's the law of opposing forces. So the more you want something, the more you repel it. That's also something we work a lot in the coaching, how you can neutralize these wants and how you can actually flip the switch. It's much more easier than you will believe it, and it works wonders. I've done it so much in my own coaching, like, during launches, when I really wanted people to sign up, or I really wanted to hit like a specific income goal, and I like neutralized those wants during the whole promotion process, and I And I was able to um, sell out all of my group coaching programs, for example. So it really works wonders when you have the right tools with this. I just want you to notice right now, oh, do you really want, like, how desperately do you want that client to come to you? Because if a lot, that means that most probably you are actually repelling the clients coming in. Okay, another thing that comes into play, and I just very shortly want to talk about this, is you not having a mission. And that usually comes when your business is not basically built around your soul pool, which is the very thing that your soul came here to do in this lifetime, gives you like satisfaction, enjoyment, excitement, everything that you can believe, fulfillment. Oh my God. And when we start the business solely for the money, which again, I get it, like everyone is living from money. But again, when we are solely focused on the money part of the business, it will give you only that far. Like it can give you, it can get you like maybe like a semi successful business, maybe not even that much. It again really depends on how rooted you are in your value, but it will never get you the amount of freedom and flow that you can actually get from a business, because without the true mission, without the mission that your soul came here to create, it will lead to burnout. It will, you will actually like start to hate it. It will feel empty at very, very soon, and you will feel like, okay, I built something, but I actually don't want to do it anymore. So it will just get back to square one. And also a very important thing, it's very hard to see your value when you don't feel like you have a mission that transforms people's lives. And everyone has that mission. I just want to clarify that, like, you maybe not knowing what that mission is yet, you maybe not knowing what the soul pool is yet, doesn't mean that you don't have one. Everyone has one. This is like everyone who has a soul, and a human being, actually even animals have one, but every human being who has a soul has a very unique soul pool that they are here to do. And a lot of us, a lot of those souls wants to create that soul pool, wants to realize that soul pool through a business. So you not knowing what yours are, it's not about you not having one. It's just like you didn't realize what it is yet. But once you realize and build that into the business, bake that into the business, you feeling valuable will actually go from here to here, because it's already, you will see how what you are here to do transforms lives. And it also will give you so much uniqueness, because everyone's soul pool is super unique. So just by figuring out your soul pool, you can actually check a lot of these boxes and clear a lot of these not all the way, but like a lot of way, all of these that I listed you so far. So yeah, it's part of my, that's why actually, like, that's one of the main things we work on in the coaching, figuring out what is the soul pool and how to, you know, make that a part of the business, how to build the business around that, because that just gives you such a strong foundation in everything that you want to build in the future. And with getting clients and creating content, oh my God, you will have so many content ideas, you won't be able to create them all. Like, it really truly is amazing. So that is a very, very strong puzzle piece into this whole of how you can attract clients. It checks off a lot of the boxes. And lastly, I want to talk about, you know, again, why things feel more like chasing is usually comes from not really doing things, not really creating the business, creating the content, creating the offers and whatever from our natural design. And what I mean by that, everyone has a very natural energetic blueprint, very natural talents, gifts that the soul chose for you to have with purpose. So everything that you have, are, and learned has a purpose. And when you start to use these and when you start to lean on these, and build this in the business, it will naturally become so much more flowy and effortless, just because you are not trying to force yourself to be someone else. You're not trying to force yourself to do, I don't know, short form content when you are actually so much more better with long form content like moi. I've been this through that. Like, I always give a try to, and again, like, I'm not saying never, maybe I will have short form content at some point in my life, but I know that naturally explaining things in a deeper way and giving more examples to people, connecting the dots in more ways, I am so much more naturally good at and feel so much better for me. Recording a podcast episode like this is easy. I don't even have to think about it. Recording a 1 minute reel, I can sit on that for an hour. It will never be 1 minute. Or if it will be 1 minute, I would feel like I really said nothing, which again, if you remember what I talked about in the beginning, if I don't feel like what I created is valuable, no one else will. So that content, I have to tell you, for sure won't perform well on any platform because you just don't feel like it's valuable. So when you figure out, and again, a very big part of the coaching that I do, figuring out the blueprint of everyone. And again, I will talk about this in a second in a more detailed way how you can do that. When you figure that out, it will become so much more easier to attract clients. Just for example, another example that I realized, like, I'm a projector in my human design, I'm a projector. And I always was super repelled of direct marketing, meaning that, DMing people out of the blue or just like writing emails, like cold emails. That felt like so icky to me. Oh my God. And I always thought that there's something wrong with me. Like, why can I make that work? And I give it a try a lot of the time. It's just like, I don't know. It just never clicked. And when I learned that, oh my God, I'm a projector, and if you're a projector, you will know this, but if you're not, projectors are meant to be invited to any interaction. I'm very giving you like the surface level stuff here, but like, projectors have to be invited to help, to give their wisdom. And whenever I am forcing my wisdom on someone, meaning that DMing them or cold emailing them or whatever, I will naturally repel those people. I will naturally repel everyone because they feel like I invaded their energy, because that is actually what my projector energy is doing. So for projectors, for example, they have to be seen. So for me, creating content and showing up online, or just like making myself visible in any way possible, and again, this will be different based on your specific human design chart, like how, if you're a projector, for example, how you can make yourself visible. It will be different, for example, if you have like a line 4 in your chart, maybe making yourself visible isn't going to be online, but more like within your community, within your relationships, and that will lead you getting to clients. So there's just a lot of pieces that goes into this, but when you have those pieces and understand, and you have the blueprint, and oh my God, this is actually what I need to do, creating the offers, the content, and everything, connecting to people will come naturally, because you have a natural way to connecting, you have a natural way to sharing your gift, you have a natural way to creating offers. You are most probably not doing that because, again, you believe that going on TikTok will be the next best thing for you, or going to Substack because that's the trending one, or X, or whatever, whatever is trending, people tend to jump into that. And again, testing is fun, testing is fine, but when you believe that the next shiny thing will solve your issue and you still feel shit and crappy in your business, it's not the solution. This is the solution. Figuring out how you are built, figuring out your energetic blueprint, and baking that into the business, and people will naturally start to come to you. Maybe not the next day, but I'm guaranteeing you in a few months, people will start to come naturally without you feeling like you have to hustle or strain yourself. Okay, so now the first secret to attracting clients instead of chasing them is what I already mentioned a bunch of times, is rooting into your value that you are creating. And I want to be super quick here and specific on how you can do that, because I talked a lot about like why is that important. So what I want you to focus on is the transformation that you are creating in people's lives, in their lives, in your already client's life or your possible client's life. Or if you don't have either, because you maybe don't know who you want to serve, the transformation you created in your own life. Because I am so sure that you created so many transformations in your life, which you can bake into the business. Again, that is part of the soul pool, seeing what you solved for yourself and how you can help other people solve that too. So focus on the transformation that you are creating in their lives. And I will give you a few examples here, because I see it again in the coaching that a lot of people go sideways with that. And I will tell you why, but I want you to first listen to the examples that I will give you. Okay, so let's say you are an art therapist, and how you are transforming people's lives. So first of all, you are with art, you're connecting them to their creativity, which will actually open up them to a higher consciousness. And also with more creativity, they will be able to solve better problems. So whenever they have a challenge next time, they will experience less stress because they will be more in the creative solution mindset, right? Also, you are creating a piece full time in their lives, which actually will result in they having more patience, and that more patience will result in having a better connection with their family, their kids, and maybe their relationship will improve with their spouse just because they are working with you. See, another thing, if you are, for example, an interior designer, so what does an interior designer do? Okay, so creating homes. Okay, how is that transforming people's lives? So in those homes that they feel super at home, they can rest and recharge, fully recharge from a stressful day, which in the long run actually will result in them performing better at the workplace and getting a raise, or maybe starting even their own business and making more money. So I really want you to notice here what I did. And what I did is actually I told the story of how this person's life will change, because whenever you tell the story, it's so much easier to emotionally connect into whatever you want to root into. And that will help the ego see like, oh my God, that is also so much value, right? So I want you to not just, when you are seeing the transformation that you are creating, I don't just want you to, okay, so I don't know, I figured out this organization system, which will, the transformation is that they will have, I don't know, more order in their homes. No, the transformation is with this is they will have less chaos, they will have more creative freedom to think about, they will actually stress less about all the things that is, like every time they will find things easier, so they will have more time to do what actually recharges them, or have more time to spend with their family, right? Like there's just so many ways that it creates transformation. I want you to follow the vein and start to tell the story of how that actually results in their lives. That will be your secret key into really rooting into your value. Like one of the secret keys. There are a bunch of other things that we usually do in the coaching to really like set this in stone, but that is a very, very, very strong starting point for you that you can start with right away, like after listening to this episode. The second thing that I want you to see here, the second secret to getting more clients naturally, so attracting clients rather than chasing them, is following your natural design. And again, like I mentioned this, but I want you to see what that means. Exactly. So this means that you are creating the content that feels good, uh, in length, in form, in I don't know, video or writing or whatever. So you're not doing it based on what you believe that is trendy and will perform the best. You are doing it because it comes naturally to you. That is the most natural way you can express your knowledge, your experience, your stories, your wisdom, all those juicy, beautiful things that you have inside you right now. If you find, when you find, not if, when you find the way to express yourself in the most natural way that you have, that will be a game changer. That will be a super game changer. And again, we work on this in the coaching because sometimes we know what would be good for us, but again, we have a lot of emotional imbalances, a lot of trauma around in specific ways of expressing, and that's why we cannot go with that. But when you clear those and when you start to share, start to express the way you are supposed to share and express, man, things will flow so beautifully. So that's one thing. Another thing is platform. Again, like you're choosing the platform that you are enjoying to create on, not choosing the platform that is supposed to be the I don't know, give you the most followers or whatever. Like I've been into all of those again. So that is again will help you create from a place of oh yeah, I want to share this in this form and I don't feel constrained by rules that I actually don't even want to follow, right? Like you only have 3 minutes to share, or you have to, I don't know, like cut from different angles, or I don't know, I don't even know the rules for Substack. I don't really have anything against these platforms. Like I don't really want you to feel that I have a beef with social media. I really believe that there are people who social media is perfect for, but it's perfect for them because they have it in their design. They have it in their design to, I don't know, entertain. They love to entertain. Maybe you don't. And you feel like you have to be entertaining because that's what other people do and that's what makes them successful. But again, they are successful because they are probably, not everyone, but probably using parts of their own design that makes the whole process as fun as it can be for them. I really firmly believe that everyone has their own unique like mix of platforms that when they use, again, the clients will find you. The clients will find you because they need exactly what you have to offer. And again, that is also something that we work in the coaching for you to be rooted in that fact that people need exactly what you have to offer, because that is a very important piece of the puzzle. And the platform is part of that. The platform is part of how you attract clients. And when you're on the right platform for you, you will start to attract naturally rather than chasing. Again, because maybe you don't feel like you have to DM people because you actually, that feels icky to you. Maybe writing articles somewhere would come super naturally to you. I had a client who we like again, she is a coach, and because a lot of coaches are on Instagram, I think every new coach who wants to start a business believes that they have to go to Instagram, which again is not true. Like you can go if you are excited to go to Instagram, but if you're not, it will be just something that you start to resent more and more. And I checked intuitively for her, because you can check this with intuition like everything else. I love it so much. So I checked it intuitively for her, and it was so clear that she was meant to write, and her soul wanted her to write. Like her soul really, really wanted to express herself through writing. And I actually shared this with her, and she, which is so funny, she told me like, oh my God. And we didn't talk about this before. Like she what she came to me with is she was blocked in starting the business. So, and I'm like, okay, let's see what is blocking right now. And one of that was, like she feeling like she had to go to Instagram, which she was super not interested about or excited about. So I checked intuitively. Her soul was meant to do writing. I told her that, and she like, oh my God, it's actually she just remembered that she used to write these emails to her friends and family and just like, this life update stuff to keep them in the loop. And everyone was super excited about those emails, and everyone loved those emails so much because she has a knack for writing. She has a natural talent for writing. So now she's starting her own blog and doing all those things. And I read her stuff. It's very, very good. So it pulls you in. That's what content should do. It pulls you in. And that's what it will do with other clients, right? Like her writing will pull in. She's very in the beginning of the process, but it will pull in people because she's creating from a very different energy, from a natural, strong, high frequency energy. It's super amazing when you see it. And again, like if I talk about energy, your energy will flow the best if you follow your natural design. In the coaching, we put together a full blueprint actually on your natural design, how you can attract clients and use your natural way of just being in attracting clients. Like it's a full blueprint. I really love actually doing it. I think it's one of the most exciting pieces of, there's so many exciting pieces of the coaching that I do, but I'm very much loving that because it gives people a lot of relief around how they should do business, because there's just no really should in that. It's a guideline of, oh, okay, actually this is what you are here to do. This is how you are meant to express yourself. And usually that will feel good. If it doesn't feel good, we look into the emotional imbalance that makes you believe that you're not good in that. And when we clear that, it will feel super good. It will feel super, super, super good to express yourself that way. And that will magnetize the clients to you like super naturally. And when you do that, like that's when actually things become super, super, super easy. Things meaning like creating offers become super easy. You are using your natural talent in everything. So when you use this blueprint, you're using your natural talent in everything. So things become more flowy, things become less forced, and you're again naturally become magnetic because it opens up your natural gifts even more. The very gifts that your soul gave you to use to build that business and get your message out and connect to the people, the clients that you are meant to connect with on a much, much, much bigger scale than you can do when you're forcing yourself to do things according to someone else's, I don't know, methods or whatever. So that is an essential piece in this attracting client thing. So if you are interested in So again, the two things that you need to focus on is rooting into your value and following your natural design, how you are meant to create the business, how you are meant to express yourself, and how you are meant to connect with the clients. When you do these two things, everything will skyrocket. And if you go even deeper, there's just, again, the sky is the limit. Like you will create things, you will have impact that is beyond anything that you ever imagined for yourself. If you want help with that, and if you want to go a bit deeper in how you can root into your value, and specifically how your blueprint looks like, your natural blueprint looks like, you can book a free session, a free clarity call, that's what I call it, where we can actually look into, so what is, from all the things that I listed, what is blocking you the most right now for attracting clients, and why do you feel the most that you are chasing them, so you can start to clear that off. And also look into what could be your blueprint, or how can you create more from your natural blueprint, so attracting clients again becomes super organic and natural. That is a completely free session, a 60-minute session. You can find the link in the description below. I really, really love these because just so many juicy stuff coming up. I love to throw out tools. You can see it in the podcast, like I'm giving tools right now, but we really go in deep in the sessions. So if you want to understand how you can let go of the chasing, really, that can be an amazing starting point from you. And I really want you to root into this message, this last message that I have. I fully, fully, fully believe that marketing and getting clients and building the business is supposed to be fun. It is supposed to be easy. Easy in a different sense, not forced. Okay, so that's what I mean. I almost spoke Hungarian. So it is supposed to be not forced. It is designed that way. When you shift the emotional imbalances that is making you feel like you have to chase, when you are connecting to your purpose, when you're connecting to the mission, the soul pool that your soul chose for you in this lifetime, and build that into the business, that will guide you to this. And when you connect to people through your natural blueprint, when you have these three things, there's just no way that people won't start coming to you. Just think about like all the grinding that you may be doing right now, all the sales pages that you hate to create, or all the failed launches that you put in so much effort to and nothing, crickets. Like those will shift because you are shifting. And when you are shifting, when you are working from a different frequency, when you are rooting into your value, your mission, and your natural blueprint, your design, it will shift the external world too. So easier sales, it will be more fun to create offers, it will be so much more fun to connect with people. You won't even feel like that you are selling, you will just feel like you are connecting with the right people when you are connecting with clients. So it's a very different headspace, it's a very different energy to be in on the day-to-day. And you wake up not dreading the day of, oh my god, I have to figure out again like what campaign should I do to make like some money or get some clients, but you are, oh my god, I get to share my message and connect with people who are excited to work with me. That is the difference that is happening when you start to do this work. So I just want you to really root into again the fact that getting clients and building a business should be fun. You should enjoy it. It is designed that way. And I will do my best to help you with that, with this podcast, with the coaching, with everything that I create. But this should be the mantra that I want you to repeat over and over in the next few weeks. And also do the exercises, please, from the podcast. And sign up for the free coaching, free credit call, because those will help you so much in like getting out of this chasing mode and going into the attracting mode. Okay, thank you so much for being here. You are the best. You are amazing for doing this work and wanting to be better in the business and wanting to serve better. So thank you for that. And again, thank you for listening. And I see you in the next one. Bye.